essence, what is oxygen? Oxygen is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless chemical compound. It is found here in nature and is abundant on Earth. Without oxygen, many organisms will die within minutes.
So, Brianna, what do you know about how oxygen travels through the body?
First you breathe in oxygen, then it goes to your lungs, and then it travels to your heart.
Is that all?
Yes.
Thanks.
Oxygen just flows through the body.
Air goes into your nose, into your lungs, into the heart.
Hi, Miss Kings! Okay, oxygen travels through white blood cells.
What do you need oxygen for?
To breathe, to live. I need oxygen to live.
1, 2, 3. What do you know about oxygen?
I know when your body produces low levels of oxygen during a workout, that lactic acid is a problem and causes soreness in the body with red blood cells, and also produces a lot of pain through your body till you become in shape.
Thank you.
Really? Well, you gotta wait now. You took too long. You can't walk the video. Are you okay, Chad?
During Chad's exercise, he had experienced asthma. His passageways had closed up as a result of the respiratory system becoming inflamed. His inhaler then opened up his passageways so his body could receive oxygen.
How does oxygen affect the circulatory system? Well, in the video, Chad was experiencing asthma, which means that his body was feeling very weak because other parts of his body, the oxygen was not transitioning to. What that means is he feels very weak and he works really slowly as a result of the asthma. Therefore, oxygen doesn't flow to the heart and the other parts of his body in the circulatory system.
Did you know that your body requires more oxygen when exercising? So, what is oxygen?
The air we breathe.
Like, if it wasn't for oxygen, how would we be breathing like now? Like, we'll be dead. Right?
How does oxygen travel through the body?
Doesn't it pretty much go in one way and then just come back out the same way?
Yeah, what she said.
Are you talking about lungs?
Yeah. Like in your lungs?
I don't know. How do it work?
Air enters the lungs as muscles expand the chest outward. By opening the chest, the atmospheric pressure rushes air in to fill this space. Muscles contract and then force this air back out. It is a simple, elegant, and essential process for moving oxygen into the body.
As air rushes down into the lungs, it is warmed, moistened, and cleaned by the upper airways. The air then travels down to the trachea into the lungs. Here it continues through a smaller tube-like structures called bronchioles until it reaches the tiniest air sacs named alveoli. At this point, the tiny blood cells, vessels, and capillaries carry the blood past the alveoli, which then replenish it with new oxygen.
Oxygen is carried by hemoglobin in the red blood cells. These amazing carriers of oxygen become more efficient when less oxygen is available, helping us adapt. Altitudes of up to 6,000 feet can go unnoticed in the average person. But after this, the body can have more difficult time getting enough oxygen to the cells.
Oxygenated blood rushes from the capillaries in the lungs to larger and larger blood vessels until it is returned to the left side of the heart and is pumped about the rest of the body.
Large and small arteries provide a network to deliver the oxygenated blood to the cells. At critical points, these arteries break into increasingly smaller branches until they reach the capillaries, where the oxygen is fed into individual cells.
The energy station of the cells, called the mitochondria, process oxygen to power the cells. As part of the combustion process, carbon dioxide is released. At different levels of exertion and oxygen pressures, the amount of carbon dioxide in the blood can change. Too much carbon dioxide will stimulate the body to breathe. Just as the lack of oxygen does the same, an unhealthy balance will cause the symptoms of altitude sickness.
Hey, Lati.
What? Kris, stop.
Hey, Lati.
Kris, stop. Kris, I'm just stop. You're so irritating. You're so irritating. Kris, use up all your oxygen supplies.
Stress can also cause nausea and cancer, but only if stress decreases body oxygen content. What is mechanism? It is literally under the nose. In order for the negative effects of stress on the body to take place, you need to have heavy breathing. Overbreathing is present in 90% of modern people.
How do you breathe like that?
Why do? Oh. Hi there. Got me a little sandwich, but I had me some pizzas. You had me some barbecue sauce.
Eat that.
Potato sauce.
When eating junk food, you decrease your oxygen levels.
Got a little bit of lemon. I said just a little bit light fruit.
Look how you're crushing the can.
Fun fact, you need oxygen to live.
You know that 2/3 of your body is made up of oxygen?
Did you know humans intake 6 million tons of oxygen each year?
Did you know that oxygen must reach tiny cells throughout the body to give them energy?
Alright, Kris, I want to take the balloon and act like it's the lungs. Like, you know how the lungs contract and like show like the bronchioles and stuff like that.
So, did you know that
Did you know? Shayna, what the heck?
Why do? Oh. Hi there.